Look at how easy that was. Black people did not build America, and they do not deserve reparations. Thank you.
All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. I thought I had already did a video on that particular clip there, man. But the video wasn't recording, man. And in the video, I said a lot, man, and it's probably for the best that the things that I said in the video didn't record, man, right? Because maybe it's not possible to say too much about a topic like this with people trying to mock this, man, because this is our ancestors' lives, man. And these Edomites, they try and make out as though the Atlantic slave trade was just Israelites picking cotton, man. And I'm not even going to go and say too much in this video, man. I'm just going to say that prophecy says you Edomites are going to be our slaves, man, right? For all the things that you've did to us, whether you think it's small or not, right? You're going to be slaves to the same people that you're mocking now. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Now, me reading this as a so-called black man, I don't feel no fear reading that verse because I ain't led no one into captivity right now, right? There ain't no history of so-called black people leading no one into captivity and going throughout their lands and stealing everything. If there was, I'm sure people would mention it to us and bring it up whenever we mention the Atlantic slave trade. But there clearly isn't because people ain't mentioning that to us. You know what I mean? And they love to compare their lives to ours, so they would mention it to clear up us being able to say that we are victims in any kind of way. They'd mention it, right? But an Edomite reading that scripture, no matter how much pride they try and spin on it, fear is going to enter into their heart, man, because they know what they've did. They know what they've done. And this is the prophecy on what their future holds, man. They're going into captivity. Now, whether they like it or not, they're going. Right? You think we like to go into captivity? You think we like being in captivity now? You think we like living in a country that don't give two tosses about whether we win or lose in this world? Don't care whether our children win or lose in this world. Don't care if we have anything or not. If we can't sing or dance or, you know what I mean, they don't really give a damn what we got to say. If we ain't doing things to entertain them, they don't care whether we have anything in our life or not. Know what I mean? You think we want to live in this society, but we've been made to be in it because Yahweh wanted us to go through this, man. And Yahweh wants you to go through what he's going to make you go through at our hand. And you're going to go through it, man, whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or not, man. And thinking that, because you picked cotton one time, that's all the Atlantic slave trade was. Well, we're going to see then, man. You know what I mean? We're going to see. When he was able to pick it at his speed. You know what I mean? He was able to pick it at his speed. He was able to pick it while his friend or whoever it was is recording him. You know what I mean? With no threat of if he misses and gets any of his blood on there, that he's going to perish. You know what I mean? He was able to pick it. You know what I mean? He was able to pick it knowing I don't have to do this if I don't want to. After I turn the camera off, I'm going to go and have a burger. Or I'm going to go and cook some meat or something. You know what I mean? My children are at home. My wife's where she's at. You know what I mean? I know where my next meal is coming from. And it's going to be whatever I want it to be. It's easy to try and make a mocking video then, right? When you know, okay, I've got some stocks on the market that are giving me dividends. I've got my house. I've got my this. I've got my that. It's easy to mock it when you're in that scenario. But when you ain't got none of that stuff and everything all of your days are made to serve somebody else, and you don't get the chance to say yes or no, or I don't feel like it at the moment, you're just going to have to do it. You think that guy in that video, let me show him again. You think he's prepared to go through that? I don't think so. You know what I mean? He ain't prepared for that. He thinks he's prepared, but he's not prepared. And if he saw what Yahweh Shai looks like in the heavens, he would never have made this video. He would never have dared to make a video mocking that. And if he saw what we're going to look like, as Israelites in our changed state, he would never have made that video. But the salvation that we're going to receive is so far beyond all that these world look for, because Yahweh wants it to look like that, man. Yahweh wants these Edomites to say and do all these things under the sun, so that they're worthy of the judgment that he's predestined that they're going to receive. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. This guy on the screen, he's not ready for that. He thinks he is, because where he lives in America or whatever, right, he's able to get his own way among Jake. He's probably got a few guns on his land and all that, you know what I mean? Probably trains with them, goes to the gun range. So he thinks, well, I've got these guns, which he can only shoot one, at most, 2 guns at a time anyway. But he's thinking, because he is an Edomite and he trusts in the sword, that, oh, well, I can do that. And that we've got a military, and they ain't got a military. So we can say whatever we want to say to them and mock them as much as we want. You know what I mean? He don't understand that Yahweh controls everything, man. Yahweh controls the plagues. He could get smitten with a plague like Antiochus Epiphanes did, to where he stinks so bad that he can't even bear the smell of his own self. But these Edomites don't think about stuff like that because they're carnal. So in a carnal perspective, these Edomites can mock us, and really, at best, all that can happen is that on a one-on-one level, an Edomite gets beat up or something like that. You know what I mean? But on a nation-to-nation level, it does look like Esau is never going to be able to get taken down by us. It does look like that. I'll admit it. It does look like that on a nation versus nation level, that Esau's got more power. But there's certain parts of our nation that the earth has not seen yet. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the foundation. So we can see the best of Esau's nation on earth. You know what I mean? We can see what the best of what they've got is. You know what I mean? We can even join Esau's army in this earth and get to see what the best of his military looks like. We can join his army. They can't join ours, though. They can't be a part of our thing. They can't get, you know what I mean? Yahweh Shai ain't going to allow them to be part of his army. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So all you Edomites that want to mock, go ahead, man. Say whatever you want to. Waste your time in your kingdom when it's already falling right now. Waste your time making TikToks, man. Waste your time making videos mocking. Go ahead. But when your society starts breaking down and people are now cannibals, all the time when you was mocking and not chatting smack, you're going to start regretting them more, man. You're going to start thinking about all the things that you did in your life. And you're going to know that this judgment that is happening to your country and has happened and is happening because of the things that you did to us. You're going to start knowing it, man. And then you're going to know when you're in captivity that all of these things are happening because of all the mocking that you did and all the secret sins that you committed against the children of Israel that you thought that no one knew about, but Yahweh saw them all. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and verse 17, for they shall see the end of the wise, which the wise are the elect, and shall not understand what God and his counsel have decreed of him, and to what end the Lord Yahweh have set him in safety. They're not going to understand why, now that all hell's breaking loose and they thought that they had plans and prepared, why they're losing in this time, even though it was their society, and why we're winning, and why it's like we just can't stop winning. And when they come across us in the times of when this society breaks down, they're going to see us doing better than them. And that's what Esau hates to see, man. Esau don't care if all he's got is 2 slices of bread with cheese on them. As long as if he looks over and sees that you've got 1 slice of bread with dirt on it or something, he'll be like, well, I've got more than Jacob, so I'm all right. He don't care. As long as when he looks over and he sees that he's doing better than us, he's all right, man. He'll sleep at night. Because he knows where the Israelites, man. And at best has been prophesied for us to receive. And to what end Yahweh have set him in safety. Verse 8, Wisdom of Solomon 4 and verse 18. They shall see him and despise him, but God shall laugh them to scorn, and they shall be hereafter a vile carcass and a reproach among the dead forevermore. For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless, and he shall shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly laid waste, and be in sorrow, and their memorial shall perish. And when they cast up the accounts of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquity shall convince them to their face. This guy making this video, he's gonna remember this video, man. And that stupid little piece of cotton that he picked and had in his hand, right? He's gonna remember that. You know what I mean? They don't even factor in that their own forefathers lied about the brutality of the Atlantic slave trade to try and make it look like, oh, it weren't that bad and we didn't really do that much to them. They should get over it. You know what I mean? They think that the Atlantic slave trade was picking some cotton. Like, come on, you really think so, yeah? You think that's all it was? And if that's all you think it was, well, we're going to see you do it then. And we're going to be sending spirits against you, man, to make you just try and say, run away, flee. And then when you try and run away and flee, a lion might be waiting to eat you, or a tiger. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to go, like, you Edomites, it's not going to go your way. I know you've got your plan, you've got your NWO and all these things that you thought was going to happen. It's not going to go your way. Because part of your plans are things that you think you want to do. Yahweh wants you to do them. Yahweh wants you to karagma people on the earth. But you're not going to be able to put it in no one that's of the elected nation of Israel, though. Yahweh wants you to start World War III. You want it as well. And that's why you're somewhat planning for it, because you've got bunkers. But when the actual results of what you have been asking for comes and you see the return of Yahweh Shai, you're going to hide. You're going to run. Because you're going to calculate your warfare weapons and your military might, and you're going to see what Yahweh Shai's got, and you're going to know yours does not match up. Because you've barely been able to match up with what the Russians were doing. You're going to know that. We can barely match up with what the Russians, the Iranians, the Chinese are doing. So all you proud American Edomites, you're going to know, man, we can't even match up with that, and now we're supposed to match against this. And devils like this guy, man, they're going to know, man. Man, we fucked up big time mocking. Verse 20, and when they cast up the accounts of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquity shall convince them to their face. Videos like this, and things where these people did it mocking behind the scenes, man. You know what I mean? Not only this, all the mocking. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors, like this guy did in this video right there. You see how easy that was? Black people did not build America and they don't deserve reparations. Thank you very much. We're going to see. It's easy to mock when you're in power. When you own the news, when you own the military, when you've got aircraft carriers, guns, it's easy to mock then. But you Edomites are not really rebels. You're the most gullible people on the earth, in fact. It don't take much convincing for you Edomites to believe that you're better than everyone else, when the evidence clearly lets you know that you're not better than everyone else. But it don't take much for you to believe lies. You're gullible easily, man. And you're going to be some of the main people as well that are going to be taking a karagma, man. You Edomites ain't going to be able to handle being starving when all hell breaks loose in this society. You're not going to be able to handle that. You're not as tough as you think you are, man. You're weak, really. And that's why Yahweh had to bless you with the sword to even give you a chance to be able to conquer the world. Because if it just was on a straight up nation versus nation thing, you would be the losers of the earth, man. And if it wasn't for Yahweh putting us under these curses, we'd still be ruling from the time when Solomon was king. But Yahweh stepped in and brought us down. Yahweh stepped in and brought us down, man. But anyway, I'm going to end the video there, man. These Edomites are going into captivity like it's been prophesied, man, whether they like it or not. Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom.